The jersey with the mind of an athlete. Mix.net jersey with National Combine.
Needs no introduction. I'm gonna let him introduce himself and who he is.
Charlie
Collins, wide receiver coach.
you will be receiving
I won't say what team right now. We'll keep that alone, but U.S. Army, one of the U.S. Army elected coaches, and just glad to be here.
Yes, sir.
Go if you want.
Mind of an
Receive
athlete.
one ticket.
We deal with the athlete's mind. Talk about the mind that you have when you play. How do you prepare for life?
Well, and it's interesting you said mind, because before everything starts physically, it starts mentally. From the preparation of how you prepare, how you train, how you study, how you get yourself prepared to play. So the mental preparation is really what we talk about in terms of before you can maybe get any success on the field. You got to have a mindset and a plan about how you're trying to get your goals achieved.
What advice would you give some of those young athletes that might look up to some of these guys? What advice would you give?
I would tell them it's all right to look at the young athletes, the older guys and whatnot, but they got to make up their mind and decide who they're going to be in their own skin. And what I mean by that is, they all have their different qualities, and they got to find out what they bring to the table. And at the end of the day, they got to be real passionate about what they do and be really diligent about it, because you can have the passion for it, but it takes the effort. And so, in terms of from that perspective, respect the work that's been done by others, but make it a plan to make sure that you have to do even more work to allow yourself to give yourself a chance to get the same job done.
Oh, that's wonderful. Who are some of your mentors growing up?
Well, I was fortunate. I was fortunate to be around James Lofton and Wes Chandler and John Jefferson. We're talking about guys who played at a very high level. Mm-hmm. And I was able to, going back to what you were saying mentally, I was able to package all that information and all that knowledge,
yes,
and apply it to how I train. Obviously, I played the game at 5'8",
yes,
but obviously, obviously you're not playing with your height more than you're playing with your brain, with your mind.
Yes,
and understanding that and understanding my strength, I had to train myself and gear myself towards and make people play to my strength as opposed to me trying to play like a 6'5" guy. I have to make that guy play to my level.
Coach, a couple more questions. The last top three guys that you trained that had the mind.
You would be surprised, and people would always think it was Chad Johnson because I've coached him forever, and Steve. But the smartest receiver I've coached, and there's two of them, would be T.J. Houshmandzadeh and Dennis Northcutt. Both of them could be actually coaches because they were coaches on the field. And if I didn't have T.J. on the team with me in Cincinnati, Chad would have had a rougher time because he would a lot of times hand signal stuff to Chad when he didn't hear plays. So, so I would say T.J. Houshmandzadeh got the most out of his talent. He was a 4'7" guy, but had 4'3" separation. So I would say T.J. Houshmandzadeh.
That's one. If you can state your name for the camera and who you are, Coach.
Charles Collins, wide receiver coach, National Football.